High schoolers in District 203 are racing for education in hopes of making a difference in Africa. Through the district's Learning Readiness Physical Education, or LRPE program, the students combine what they're reading in class with what they're doing in gym. As motivation, teachers turn the project into a fundraiser, sending bicycles to people in Africa. When students in Mark O'Shea's reading class were studying Marshall Major Taylor, a champion athlete who overcame racism to compete as a bicyclist in 1899, he saw a great opportunity to combine that with the spinning the students were doing in PE.
We'd had a great connection and a marriage with the PE classes. They wanted the kids to be aware of what cycling is and do some 1 mile tests. In the English class, certainly they're reading about historical figures and cyclists and talking about the bike as a technology in Africa.
The group took it a step further and tied in another part of the district's mission, community contribution. The students joined forces with Naperville North LRPE classes and have spent the last few weeks raising money for the Chicago organization World Bicycle Relief, which sends bikes to Africa. Each bike cost $134.
It's shocking, I think, for the kids, and that was the realization when they looked at the quality of the roads, the duration it takes for kids to get to school. When they were reading about 14-year-olds taking upwards of 6 hours round trip by foot, and then that being cut to an hour and a half.
Over at Central, O'Shea and a few other teachers told the students for every dollar raised, they would bike a mile. They started out on stationary bikes in the lobby. In order to complete the miles, the teachers are allowed to bike outside and let students help as well.
It helps them out, and that we're actually grateful to be in this and helping them.
They wrapped up the project at an assembly where students got a chance to hear from the co-founder of World Bicycle Relief about the impact the students are making, and also had the opportunity to Skype with an athlete currently riding through Tanzania and the Tour d'Afrique.
It's probably the worst roads I've ever seen in my life. There's been sections where all it was were 2 trenches for tires that went through lava rock and sand.
One student even got to race against Principal Bill Wiesbrook on a stationary bike. Naperville North took a slightly different route. Their campaign was Change for Change. The kids raised money throughout the week. Their event also ended with an assembly where a student raced against Principal Kevin Popst.
It was an easy way for kids to get involved, and some kids really embraced it. I mean, some kids basically, they brought in whatever money they had in their pocket and then some.
Between both Naperville North and Central, students raised more than $1,700. That's enough to send 12 bikes to Africa.